Hello and welcome to Around the World in 2 Minutes. I'm Breanna McCann.
And I'm Mr. Fraser. Let's see what's happening in the world this week. Should I stay or should I go? This is the question many in Britain are facing as the June vote over whether Britain should remain in the European Union approaches. This is also known as the Brexit. London Mayor Boris Johnson endorsed leaving the EU Monday, citing it as a better deal for the British. In response, the value of the British pound quickly dropped, reaching a 2% low against the dollar, the lowest it's been in 7 years.
Residents in New Delhi have faced a water crisis this week as a major canal in the neighboring state of Haryana was damaged by protesters and disrupted supplies reaching the city over the weekend. While 70 water tankers were taken to help the western part of the city, where there has been no water for 2 full days, the vulnerability of the situation has been exposed in a city with a population of 18 million. The protest ended Monday, leaving 12 people dead before the army took control of the canal.
A terrible drought in Ethiopia has raised concerns that a food shortage may cause a repeat of the horrible famines that plagued the country in 1973 and 1984. The United Nations held a roundtable discussion on the issue, and they're trying to raise awareness to increase donations, as much recent giving has been directed toward other crises, such as Syria.
Speaking of Syria, the US, Russia, and several other countries reached an agreement Monday that is expected to end in a partial ceasefire in Syria beginning on February 27th. Now, the country has endured 5 years of civil war and over 250,000 deaths, with millions forced to leave their homes. While this may allow some of the violence to dissipate, a diplomatic end to the civil war on the ground remains unlikely at this point. Russian bombings have played a big role in the conflict recently, but analysts have voiced concerns that the ceasefire won't stick unless Russia is specifically told which targets it is and is not allowed to hit. The agreement includes the US, Russia, and key parties, but excludes ISIS and Jabhat al-Nusra, the local branch of al-Qaeda.
Now for some news that will make our buddy Kim Jong-un pretty happy. A recent Gallup poll named North Korea as the United States' greatest enemy, beating out Russia, Iran, China, and even ISIS for top honors. It's a proud day for the supreme leader. You may not have noticed, though, he's been busy lately between rocket launch tests, the Sony hack, the alleged successful hydrogen bomb test in January. North Korea has been working hard for their infamous ranking.
Finally, in a case of life imitating art, Marco Rubio's super PAC released a memo comparing Donald Trump to Voldemort and Marco Rubio to Harry Potter. Will the upcoming slew of primaries allow Marco Rubio to be the candidate who lived? As more candidates, are leaving the Republican race, the action is intensifying. Even J.K. Rowling took to Twitter over this to defend Voldemort, saying he was nowhere near as bad as Trump. That does it for today's show, everybody. Have a good week, Lions.
And remember, work hard and maybe you too someday can be named greatest enemy.